This MMA30 segment is powered by The Gun Store. Next time you're in Las Vegas, if you want to shoot a real machine gun, do it at The Gun Store at 2900 East Tropicana. Dave Farrell alongside Crazy Tim Credeur. It's been since, I believe, 2003 was your last fight. It's nice to have you back.
Right, yep, I know. That's funny. See what happens? No, yeah, it's been a while, man. You know, there's a little bit of a scare there. And, you know, I've reevaluated things in my life. You know, it's amazing with something like that. You know, you get to such a deep valley, and, you know, you wonder if I'm even going to make it to see my child's future, you know. Yeah. And, you know, we made it through it. You know, things came out on the right side of the fence, and I'm back, you know. And my baby's beautiful, 5 months old, Audrey Jean. Changed my life and just inspired me to get back in there and fight again, you know, fight for her, fight for my family, and fight for myself, you know, fight for my dreams again. You know, so many times people leave things to chance and don't fulfill their dreams, and I'm definitely not one of those kind of people. So I'm just excited to get back in there and get in a street fight.
Yeah, all kidding aside, congratulations. I'm glad things did work out so well for you. But how did the weighing out process go for you? What made you decide, you know what, I am going to kind of refocus things and get back to being a professional mixed martial artist in the UFC?
Well, you know, even at the doctor's orders, you know, I never really stopped training. You know, to be honest with you, I got a gym full of tough fighters, and you know, it's my job as a leader and as a leader in my mixed martial arts community and as a leader in Louisiana MMA to be out there helping guys achieve their dreams. And in my time away, I got to focus on Dustin Poirier and focus on a number of other kids in our gym and focus on building our academy to where, you know, the financial pressures of fighting are no longer there. Our academy is so big and so successful that me fighting is it's all a bonus. And so, you know, that makes things a lot easier. It makes it more easy for me to focus on my career, focus on what I got to do to get myself ready, and you know, more than anything, get back into contendership at 185 and see if I can't make a run at this title.
Dustin Poirier, that's an interesting kid, man. I mean, he came out there and kind of shocked the world in his fight with Josh Crispy, fighting again at UFC 131 next Saturday night, June 11th. Your thoughts on his future and how bright it really is?
Man, I knew the kid was amazing. Like the first time we sparred, I think he was 18 years old, and we sparred at a friend of mine's gym. We did a couple hard 5-minute rounds with some Thai pads on, with some boxing gloves on, and I went in the bathroom, spit some blood out of my mouth, and man, this kid's for real, you know. And I opened my gym, took him under my wing, and opened him up to my boxing coaches, my kickboxing coaches, my nutrition, brought him to UFCs with me, and just tried to help lead him and guide him the way that, you know, a leader's supposed to. And, you know, over the years, he's blossomed and he's developed into an amazing fighter. You know, he's unbelievable. And his only loss was to Danny Castillo, his first fight in WEC, which was a pretty impressive fight anyway. Since then, he's destroyed Micklewright, destroyed Grispy, and whatever the guy's name he's fighting, Jamiroquai, or I don't know, whatever.
It's Jamiroquai, yeah.
He's fighting him, and it's going to be a bad day in Vancouver next week for him, man. The kid's going to be a champ one day. You know, he's only 21 years old, and the sky's the limit. You know, it's very rare in this sport or any sports when you see somebody walk in with some of the most amazing talent you've ever seen, but also some of the most impressive discipline, dedication, and sacrifices that I've ever seen in my life. You know, when you pair those two things together, what happens is you have a very special athlete, and that's what Dustin Poirier is. We showed that at 125, but at 131 it's going to be a whole lot more prevalent.
You're one of these unique guys that's able to straddle the line of being a really effective coach and an effective fighter at the same time. Which do you prefer if you had to pick one or the other?
I love fighting. You know, fighting's in my blood, bro. I grew up fighting. I love fighting. I grew up in boxing gyms. I've been watching boxing with my father and my family all my life, and MMA at 14 years old. So the first UFC, and I've been doing UFC Hoist Gracie style in the backyard since I was a kid. But, you know, truth be told, I'm going to be a better coach than I am a fighter. I don't know. I'm not really the most gifted athlete. I'm not the greatest talent. I only win and I only compete because I refuse to quit, and I work really, really hard. But I'll probably be able to produce a couple more Dustin Poiriers.
Talk about your opponent on Saturday night. He's had a bit of a layoff as well.
Yeah, Ed Hermen, you know, I mean, I respect the guy. He's one of my heroes, you know. I've been watching this guy fight at 185 almost my whole career. I watched him all through TUF 3, and I've watched his career ever since. He's a guy that I like to watch. Why do I like to watch him fight? Well, because he's tough as nails. He comes forward the whole fight. He throws hammers, never quits, fights all the way until the wheels fall off, win or lose. We're both coming off the same situation, you know, and it's kind of a comeback story for both of us. And so, you know, that kind of leaves us in the position of whichever one of us loses might be getting their walk-in tickets. So, you know, it comes down to I'm worried about me and mine, man. So I'm glad you made the recovery, and I'm glad you're back, and I'm excited about, you know, you being such a cool guy and stuff, but your UFC career ends Saturday.